Hey everybody, Harry Brelsford here, and I've downloaded the Windows 8.1 preview, burned the ISO disk, and I'm now ready to start the installation. So let's take a look at that. Go to the disk and start the setup file. The setup file has a UAC notice, user account control notification, asking will I allow it to run? The answer is affirmative, yes. It's now running. After the preparation, I'm asked if I want to get the latest updates. The default answer is to go online and install updates now, recommended. I'll click next. Checking for updates. Restarting Windows 8.1 preview setup. Product key. Going to the Windows 8.1 preview FAQ, I notice there's a question, do I need a product key to install Windows 8.1 preview? If you install the Windows 8.1 preview through the Windows Store, you don't need a product key. If you download the ISO, which I did, you'll need the following product key seen on the screen, which I'm going to now copy over to the dialog box. Product key entered, and click Next. After confirming the product key, it notifies me, your product key works. Continue when you're ready. Click Next. I accept the licensing agreement. Accept. Choose what to keep. I will keep personal files only. Next. Making sure we're ready to install. A possible showstopper with what needs your attention screen, not enough room on C drive. I'm trying to clean up C drive automatically, but I would rather redirect the computer to install Windows 8.1 preview on D drive. D as in Delta. Stand by. To get around the showstopper, I am copying many personal files from this computer to an expansion drive so I can reformat the computer with a larger C drive so Windows 8.1 preview will install. After copying my personal data off to an expansion drive, I'm going to quit setup and boot from the DVD in order to reformat my computer as one very large C drive. So I'm booting from the DVD drive and moved over to my plasma TV, which is in a landscape mode, versus my mounted monitor, which is in portrait mode, because the computer expects to be in landscape mode when it's working at the BIOS, the boot level. So stand by as I reformat my drive. Okay, I've now booted from DVD, and you can see that I'm at the Windows 8, which is really 8.1, language, time and currency format, and keyboard input screen. I'll accept the default selections and click Next. I now click Install Now. Setup is starting. Okay, on the Enter the product key to activate Windows screen, I have taken the lengthy product key information from the FAQ page from the download site, the Windows 8.1 download site, the FAQ page. I have typed it in, hopefully correctly, and I click Next. Hourglassing, I'm sure it's verifying. I come up to the licensing terms. Of course, I accept the licensing terms and click Next. What type of installation would you like to do? Upgrade or custom? I'm going to select custom. And I'm going to delete the partitions. Okay, folks, I've now collapsed C and D drive down to drive 0, unallocated space. I'm going to format that space so we can move on. I click Next at the disk 0 unallocated space. It's copying Windows files over as part of the installing Windows process. Ladies and gentlemen, after the installation process completed, we're now in the midst of a reboot. An automatic reboot had 5 seconds to defer it. I did not. It's an automatic reboot. After actually rebooting twice to install device drivers, it's now, Windows 8.1 has now come up to the personalized screen. I'm going to accept the color scheme, and let's give it a PC name. Here we go. I'm going to type in video at the same time. Cap lock, HB-Win 81. Next. Settings. I'm going to use Express Settings. Clicking. Next, we'll set up your account. Folks, the next screen was connect this PC to your Microsoft account. Under email address, I have harryb@smbnation.com. The password, of course, is private, and I'm going to click Next. After providing my credential information, it is going to send a security code to my mobile phone. I'll click Next. Okay, I received the security code on my phone, and I've typed it into the screen. So, let's click Next. SkyDrive is for cloud storage. Use SkyDrive. Sure. It's creating my account on SkyDrive. Restarting in a moment. I'll be back soon. So, upon the next reboot, it came up into the Windows 8.1 interface, the UI. It appears I'm done, and now I'm going to start to play around with 8.1. Let's see what that's all about. What's this down arrow do? Ah! Brings up the apps by name. I guess that's my quote-unquote start button. So let me play around with this a little bit more, and I'll get back to you with details. Okay, I'm back. I'm starting to play with Windows 8 and the new start button. I've just launched the Internet Explorer, and it's asking from the Ask Partner Network to download the new version of the Ask Toolbar. I will not do so. I found that to be annoying and hard to remove, and it's just not the experience I want with Internet Explorer. Let me tell you what I'm going to do next. I'm going to download Firefox, and I'm going to install the Windows Office, Office 2013, from my Office 365 account. So stand by and I'll let you know how it goes. Very interesting factoid as I install Firefox is that Windows 8 has brought over some basic profile information from my existing production laptop, such as the wallpaper on coffee and caffeine, over to the new Windows 8 machine. I've heard of this. I'm familiar with this about the traveling profile information. So how cool is that?